Hey, what's up, Cam folk? Back in Tennessee. Uh, Want to get on here and say hello. I'm doing all right. Another day on the porch, chilling. Looks like we got a bad storm about to roll in. Let me see if them dark clouds right there, all the way as far as you can see that way. So, see how close all these houses are together? Boom, boom, like yeah. So, yeah, I took my laundry over here behind the apartment complex today and dropped it off, and they're a little pricey. I mean, I get it done cheaper up the road. Which, when I get back from Tennessee, I'll probably be taking it to somewhere else. You know, uh, just depends on how convenient. Uh, I got this new selfie stick because my last one kind of broke, and it won't stand. But you can hold it and it'll be fine, but it won't stand. This is a tripod. It's got a level on it. It's super nice, you know. So, of course, I'm sure it's Chinese made, you know. I wish we could get more Japanese stuff here, But yeah, I was going to tell you guys, might want to pack your walking shoes if you're coming out here too, especially if you don't have a means for transportation. You're going to rely on the locals because yesterday I like to never got a ride, man. Uh, it was just, I bet you I asked 20 drivers, hey man, take me here. And I mean, they don't care to tell you no, I'm like, I thought that's what you did for a living. So yeah, I just kept walking. I mean, that's all you can do, man. You know, bring your walking shoes for sure. Uh, but I won't have to worry about that much longer. A few more weeks, I'll be here, and I'll be back in Tennessee. Be on the river, hopefully doing a little fishing before it gets too cold there. I know it's starting to get a little cold, but with all the weather manipulation and crap that they're doing over there, it could be, you know, 80 degrees Christmas morning. So, um, but I am going to be missing this place for sure. I mean, I love it here. I don't, I don't really see me living anywhere else, but uh, it's going to be nice to see my kids and everybody. Let them know that, you know, just get them caught up. Besides these videos, how much cleaner the food is over here. Uh, just pretty much everything, you know. Um, when you lose 100 pounds, you really haven't changed anything, but not even your diet. I mean, uh, I still do high protein, but I do eat some rice out here because this, if you're gonna be with a Filipino, you're gonna have to eat some rice. You My ex, she loved it too. She would eat it about with every meal, including breakfast. You know, she was great. She's a great cook. She really was or is. So any of you foreign guys, especially Americans, that's looking for I'm hook you right up with my ex. You know, she's down for Americans, but she also likes dating apps, so you could probably find her on that. That's what got us where we're at today. Is what got it all started. Is me catching her on a dating app, laying there in bed, and ain't nobody forced her. Nobody forced her to get on that. She did it herself, and we was actually getting along great. I mean, so if they'll do that, like, just don't be desperate, guys. Don't come out here, just uh, desperate. Because if you are, you're gonna get, you know, robbed. Not really robbed, but you're gonna get taken. I guarantee you're gonna get taken down a road that you don't want to be down. So just stay vigilant. Stay just you know do I mean I don't know. I was with her for 7 months, so still you don't know somebody till you know them. Till they prove you wrong, and she did. And then just still wouldn't admit to shit. So she finally did though. Last week when we met at the park, she finally come out and admitted to her mistakes and everything. And that's good though. So, but yeah, there's a ton. Man, I met a lady that owns a sorry store down the road here. She's just turned 40, just like the other day, and she don't look a day over 25. She got a kid, her boy's second year college, her girl's junior in high school, I think's what she said. Not a day over 25. Guys, I'm telling you, like, she would be hard worker. I mean, she's at that sorry store from early in the morning till I rode by there yesterday at about, I'm guessing it was 6:15, 6:30. And I seen her outside, with she had two customers. I messaged her. I said, "Hey, girl," I said, "I was going to yell at you, but I said, you had customers." She was like, "You should have yelled," you know? So, but yeah, she's super sweet. She's super single. Said she started dating these Filipinos that are drunks and cheaters. Uh, that's her words, not mine. Clearly for entertainment purposes only. So all my Filipinos that's watching this, it wasn't me, buddy. It's her. So y'all better get your act together if you plan on, changing your. If not, these foreign guys were flat. Oh, I seen a black guy. Speaking of foreign guys, I'm in a tricycle yesterday. I had to go out there and pay on this hospital bill, uh, and I noticed this motorcycle kept riding like kind of up, but at an angle, you know. And I wasn't paying no attention, but then he just held it right there. I thought, man, this guy ain't going nowhere. I turned and I looked up there, and it's a black guy looking back at me with his helmet open, and he's smiling at me. He's like, "Hey, man, what's up?" I was like, "Not much, man." He was American black guy, and because I met another one over there close to Roselle Park, another black dude, and he wasn't American. He was straight out of Congo or somewhere. I don't know. He's had a funny, he's definitely from Africa, homegrown. Uh, but yeah, that black dude, he's on like a crotch rocket, man. He just, after I said that to him, man, he waved and turned around like he's headed toward Gin Sand. So, who knows? He might have a girlfriend down here too. You know, I don't know. I know you don't see too many of them over here. Uh, that's uh, that's black, you know, which I'm sure that they are. And these guys put these loud mufflers on these little bitty scooters. I'm talking about little bitty scooters. Just and it's to me, I don't know, you know, it's crazy. But yeah, man, I would definitely, pack you some good comfortable shoes if you're coming out here. Bring your own cologne, bring your own razors, load up on razors and shaving gel, and your favorite deodorant, uh, which you can find if you like Old Spice. You can find Old Spice here. Uh, that's pretty common. That's what I use anyway. So, um, you can't get that soap. Uh, they pretty much just are safeguards. They are some Irish Springs. I did see some of that at the mall. So, but Safeguard is like the number one soap out here. So, it's good. I mean, it works. So, yeah, I talked to my little boy yesterday for 2.5 hours. He finally downloaded WhatsApp, and because I told him, I said, man, my American phone company, man, they're just ripping me off on my bill. Like they're charging me for 2 lines, and uh, saying it's something because I'm international. I don't know, but they either going to change it or I'm just going to get straight talk because my phone's paid off, has been forever. So I'm just going to get straight talk SIM card slapped in my phone and roll on. Just let it be a straight talk phone. You know. Uh, oh yeah, it's thundering now. Feels good out here though. Wind's blowing. You don't get. It's about the best time to be outside. You know. Yesterday it was hot. Oh my gosh, it was so hot. It looked like rain over at the park whenever I was over there. But it never did. It never did. It didn't come no rain or nothing. So I'm kind of thankful too, because I would have had to duck in somewhere. You know, Ended up ordering pizza last night. They got. I've ate at about 4 or 5 different local pizza places. And there's one in the mall called Greenwich, and to me, they got the best pizza. I mean, by far. You know, it's kind of thin crust, and they put plenty of toppings on it. It's good. It's real good. So, and you don't put on 10 pounds every time you eat a slice. So that's good too. That's always good. That's what I'm worried about going back to America, man. Is eating that food over there and putting on, you know, just gaining the weight back. It's once you lose it, you sure don't want it back. So, uh, you know, I'm 100 pounds down. I've got about 60 more to go. So, whatever I got to eat over there, if it's just beans, just straight beans and fruit, and that's what I'm going to eat. I'll stay away from the meat, stay away from. But really, I don't even trust the fruits over there. Once you eat the fruits here, the watermelons, the pineapples, the mangoes, the papayas, see how juicy and how delicious they are here. You don't get that back home. I don't know if they're GMO'd. I don't know if they're genetically modified or, out here the bananas are real small, which I think is probably natural. I know it is because I see them cut it right off the tree. And, back home, man, they got freaking big whopping big bananas. So I just, you know, I don't trust nothing about America anymore. Sad to say. Not nothing. But yeah, I'm already missing this place. I ain't even left yet, you know. But I'll be back, God willing. I'll be right back here, you know. Eventually, I'm gonna try to build a house out here, but that's something else you need to get. If you're a foreigner, you find you a Filipino, you're gonna get married. Definitely get you an attorney involved. Get your name all over the house, uh, and you can do a 50-year lease agreement on the house itself. Um, and I think, well, the land, I don't really know how that works, but the attorney will be able to inform you more. And there's a place called JRC. It's they help you with visas here. I know they got one in Dumaguete. Uh, I don't really think they might have one in Davao, but I don't even know if they got one on this island or not. Mindanao. So. Uh, Definitely get an attorney involved because being a foreigner, you can't own nothing without, say, your wife, or if you got a kid, if y'all have a child together, then this lady rides a bicycle down the road, and sells donuts out of her little Filipino out there singing, hanging up his laundry. You know, they always jamming. There's some students that live in this complex, but I mean, for the most part, it's pretty quiet. My next door neighbor, she don't really speak no English, uh, but most of them do. You know, actually, I had one that lives two doors down. She come out. They went swimming there the other day, and she came out and didn't have nothing but a towel on wrapped around. I was like, golly. I mean, jeez, you know, it's a different world out here, guys. It's a different world. It's awesome, man. You know, I can't tell you to get out here fast enough. If that's what if you've even been, thinking about it, dreaming about it, I wouldn't do the LDR stuff. I would not, because to me, too much deception going on there. And I ain't saying in all cases. I'm just saying in my case, there definitely was. And if I would have, you know, if I just believed the boy that messaged me when I was in the hospital, I would have saved myself. But I wouldn't have been out here to begin with. I would have probably just stayed in America, uh, at least, you know, for another year. I was still coming. It would have probably prolonged it for another year. But I believed her and her family, her uncle and her grandmother, about that she wasn't seeing that boy no more, and yada yada yada. And then I get out here, my ex tells me that she really was seeing that boy, and she also goes to clubs and she drinks and she goes out and parties, most nights during the week, and just all kinds of stuff. Like, she just told, which is good. I mean, really, I needed to know, but I wish her the best too. She's she's looking for a foreigner, but all for the wrong reasons. She's looking for their back pocket. ATM card. And you're gonna find that out here. You definitely will find that. You know, uh, it, it, it's that's common too. So don't. That's what I'm saying. If you're desperate, I would not come out here. You gotta find another country. Cambodia. Go to Cambodia or Thailand, or maybe try dating over there. I got a couple friends that are in Thailand, and they've got old ladies, and they love it. I mean, this one guy, man, he's been out there. I think he said, I guess it'd be 8 years now. He said he lived here in the Philippines for 7, and then I guess whoever he was with, they split up, and then he went to Thailand. He met the girl that he's with now, and they got a YouTube channel. Uh, Too. That's really how I met him, is in blogging. But yeah, I just want to get on here and let y'all know I'm doing good, safe out here. It's a freaking awesome place to live. Um, like I said, I can't wait to get back home and get caught up with everybody. And then as soon as I get that all that settled out there, the guy that's leasing my house right now, he done called me up the other day, wanted to know if I'd lease it to him for another year, and I planned on I was just gonna sell it and just be done with it. But I mean, he's a pretty nice boy. Uh, him and his girlfriend live there, and they cause no problems or nothing. So I told him, I said, yeah, I said, if y'all sign the lease agreement, and y'all will adhere to it, because right now he's not mowing the yard like he's supposed to, you know. And I told him, I said, that yard's got to be mowed. I said, Ronnie mows his, next door neighbor mows their yard. Like, you got to keep that yard mowed. And, it's like dealing with your own kid, sometimes. But yeah, I told him, I said, yeah, that'd be good. So that'd be some, extra funds out here, and try to get this hospital bill paid off. And I'm going to get me a new NX 500. And then I'm going to ride it out there to my doctor's office, since I give him my motorcycle, I'm going to ride it out there and ask him if he wants to go for a little ride up Lake Cebu with me. Because I know that 250 wouldn't, you'd have to gear all the way down to first gear to get up some of them hills. So hopefully that 500, even in like third gear, I should be able to just twist it and ease right on up it. I don't think you need anything bigger than a 500. I have seen a few 1000s around here, like crotch rockets, but I want something on and off road because a lot of the roads here are still sand and gravel. So I don't really want uh, some all street. You know, so well, I hope y'all enjoy being bored here with me, and uh, hope this has been some helpful information. You know, uh, it is what it is, man. Just got to come and do it. Be a part of this. If you can adapt to change easy, and and you're got a good attitude, you'll get along great with these people. I mean, awesome. You know, but if you think that you're this and you're that, and everybody else is beneath you, man, just keep your butt wherever you're at. Don't come out here because these are good, hardworking people out here, man. Family oriented, and I just love them. I love this place. So you know, but y'all take care, and I'll touch base with you maybe tomorrow when I go to the park and say goodbye to or say hi to my ex if you do meet her on the dating app. Y'all have a good day.